Hey everybody, Varun here from Language Academy. Guys, welcome back to another video. Thanks a lot for supporting and giving a lot of love to all the previous videos I have posted. In this video, we are going to look at a basic plan which each and every student out there can follow in order to get the desired score in the shortest period of time. What I'm going to do in this video, I'm going to have a look at all the tasks in PTE which are important, what are the things you need to work on, plus how many of each task you have to practice every day. Because the scoring system, the algorithm is quite complicated, a lot of students are not really sure what to practice, how many tasks to practice, how many mock tests to take. So it's very important you know beforehand only how many tasks of each particular module you need to practice, what is important, what is not that important, and how to maximize the score. So without any further delays, let's get into the video. Very first thing, your very first module of the exam is speaking, and speaking is the backbone of PTE. If you miss out on your speaking, your reading and listening scores are going to go down as well, because each and every task is interrelated. One module depends on the other. So it's very important we practice and hit the right areas. The very first task of your speaking section is read aloud. You need to make sure you practice 25. Doesn't matter if you're aiming for 6, 7 or 8. You need to practice for 25 every day and make sure you get points in your content as well. If you practice on languageacademy.com.au, you should at least get 4 on 5 in your content part. Then your repeat sentence 35 every day. Why? Because this is going to contribute towards your listening and speaking. If you're practicing on languageacademy.com.au, you should at least get 12 on 13. Then we have got your describe images, 5 every day, not that important. Then we have got retail lectures, 5 every day, important for your speaking and listening section. If you're practicing on Language Academy, you should at least get 14 on 15. Answer short questions, don't practice these ones, not that important. A week before your exam, just go through the predictions we post on YouTube and you'll be fine. So 25 read alouds, 35 repeat sentences, 5 describe images, 5 retail lectures, and answer short questions you don't need to worry about. Now summarize written text, very first task of your writing module. You need to practice 1 or 2. One every day is fine, but yes, once you are left with 2 or 3 days, you can practice 2 a day as well, but 1 will suffice, 1 will be fine. Essay, you can practice 1 alternate day, because essay you don't really have to do much, you have to follow a template. So you can practice 1 every alternate day and you'll be fine. Then we have got a reading module. Reading, you need to practice aggressively. Reading is very important. Very first task of your reading module are your reading and writing blanks, or we call them drop down blanks as well. You need to practice 25 every day. And when you practice, don't just memorize them, don't just cram them, try to understand them as well. Then we have got reading MCQ multiple answers. Doesn't matter if you're aiming for 6, 7 or 8, don't practice these ones. Then we have got reorders, practice 10 to 15 every day. These are somewhat important for your reading section. Then we have got drag and drop blanks, also called reading blanks. You have to practice 20 to 25 every day. If you have less time, you're occupied with other things, 20 a day, otherwise 25 a day will be better option. Then we have got reading MCQ single answers. Don't practice these are not important. Then we have got a listening module. Listening, very important, because this is going to contribute a lot towards your writing section as well. Listening, summarize spoken text, you need to practice 2 to 3 every day. When you practice, you need to make sure you are very careful with your spellings and your keywords. If you are practicing on languageacademy.com.au, you need to practice 2 to 3 and you need to aim for 10 on 10 in this particular task, because this is relatively easy, so you can easily get 10 on 10. Then we have got MCQ multiple answers. If you are aiming for 6 or 7, don't practice these. If you are aiming for 8, practice 3 to 5 a day. If you are aiming for 6 or 7, I will highly recommend don't waste your time here. Then we move on to listening, fill in the blanks. Very important task for listening and writing. You need to practice 10 every day, and you need to aim for 95% accuracy here as well. Plus, you need to make sure you focus on your spellings. Spellings are very important. You need to get spellings correct, you need to be careful with your singular and plurals, and you need to focus on capitalization of any blank after full stop or question mark or any proper noun. Highlight correct summary. If you are aiming for 6 or 7, practice 2 to 5 a day, a week before your exam. Apart from that, don't practice. If you're aiming for 8, practice 5 every day, because this is going to give you a few points in reading. Not that important, but just to be on a safer side, practice 5 every day. Listening MCQ single answers and listening select missing word. Not important. If you're aiming for 6 or 7, don't practice these. If you're aiming for 8, a week before your exam, start practicing 5 every day. Highlight incorrect words. Doesn't matter if you're aiming for 6, 7 or 8, very important, practice 5 to 7 every day. Write from dictation, the king, very important. Doesn't matter if you're aiming for 5 or 9 or 10, whatever it is, you need to make sure you practice 35 every day. When you practice, you need to make sure you focus on spellings as well. So once again, I'll tell you which task you need to focus more on and what to take care of. Read aloud, you need to focus on content. Repeat sentence, content and clarity. Read a lecture, content as well. Essay and summarize written text. Be careful with your keywords and spellings. Reading, understand the grammar behind the grammatical logics and context behind the passage and try to solve it in with the aim of improving your understanding. Don't just focus on understanding the words, don't just focus on cramming the information, focus on understanding, because in the exam you won't have same thing, right? You won't have same passages. What you'll have, same logic. So if you understand the logic of one passage, you can apply the same logic in other passage as well. But if you just memorize them, you won't be able to figure out the passages which are out of the context. That's why in our classes as well, we make students practice all the new blanks. We don't just make them practice the repeated questions, because we don't really expect students to get the same thing in the exam, so they should be prepared for the worst case as well. Then you have to make sure you practice reorders. Why reorders? Because they are somewhat important for your reading section, and reorders as well focus on making pairs. Summarize spoken text, you need to focus on spellings and keywords. One thing which I recommend all the students as well, when you start your PTE preparations, take a notebook, leave last 10 to 15 pages empty for spelling list, because spellings are very important. You mess up one spelling in listening, you lose 1 point in listening, 1 in writing. If you have 1 spelling or typing errors as well, you lose 5 points. If you have 5 typing errors, you lose 5 points listening, 5 points writing straight away. So you need to make sure you make a spelling list, note down even silly mistakes you make, so that you can revise a day before your exam and don't repeat the same thing in the exam. A lot of time what students do is they just keep on writing side by side, and a day before the exam it's very difficult to locate where you have written all the correct spellings. Very important, you leave 10 to 15 blank pages and make the spelling list over there. Then listening, fill in the blanks. Be careful with your spellings, be careful with capitalization of words, and make sure you do not miss S and ED sound. Highlight incorrect word, very important, but there's negative marking, so if you're not sure, don't select it. Then we have got our write from dictation, very important. First word should be capital, at the end you need to use punctuation, full stop or question mark, and if there's any proper noun, name of a person, place, language, week, day, month, book, and nationality, particular event such as industrial revolution, you need to capitalize the first alphabet. Whenever you're in doubt, you can add extra words as well. Doesn't matter, you won't lose any points for the extra words you add. I've tried and tested this myself as well. That is what you need to take care of everyday practice in PTE. And to practice, you just go on languageacademy.com.au, use your computer, use Google Chrome, and register for free. Start practicing, see your scores, see what areas you need to work on. Use the free AI technology we have provided all the PTE aspirants out there, just so that they can get their desired score in the shortest period of time. If you have any doubt, please do let me know in the comment section. If you want me to make any other video, please do let me know about that as well. I hope the video was helpful, and if it was, please do like, share and subscribe, and please share it with your friends so that they get the benefit which you get, and they get their desired score as soon as you get, and all of you can come and see me here in Australia. And yes, that's it from this video. If you want me to cover any other topic, do let me know, and if you get your desired score watching my videos, please do let me know in the comment section. You can contact us as well, so that we know that we're helping a lot of you out there and we can continue this good work. That's it from this video. If you need more information, go on languageacademy.com.au. you can contact us as well. If you're in Sydney, you can visit us in Sydney CBD Town Hall, or in Parramatta. If you're in India, Punjab, you can visit our Jalandhar office. But if you are not nearby, you can contact us. We do provide online classes, and we do have a very high success rate all the students from India, we have students from Nigeria, from Canada as well. We have got students from Australia, Melbourne, Perth, Adelaide. So doesn't matter where you are, online classes are going to make sure you get your desired score, and also we will tell you the deepest secrets we have revealed, we have figured out studying and teaching PTE last 3 years. For the last 3 years we are continuously experimenting new things, and everything which we have discovered goes down into our teaching practice, into our video course. So you can contact us and we'll make sure you get your desired score. Thank you guys. Go on languageacademy.com.au and start your journey to success. Do not miss out this opportunity, golden opportunity, free portal for everyone out there, and take regular mock tests as well. Thank you guys. Varun from Language Academy.